Well, a plea today for federal support to repair the landmark Pacifica Pier. It comes as emergency work is now underway. The city using excavators to move large boulders to try to stabilize that crumbling pier. This is a live camera showing what the pier looks like right now. The damage has only gotten worse since cracks were first discovered earlier this month. John Ramos asked city officials how it got this bad and what it's going to take to fix it.
At low tide this morning, while there was still a small stretch of sand, an excavator was working to pile large riprap boulders next to the base of the crumbling Pacifica Pier. It may be too little too late, but at a news conference, Congressman Sam Liccardo said no one should just be giving up.
We're here to say we need to save this pier. We need to do all that we can to protect Pacifica and our coast side. It turns out the climate doesn't care whether or not we believe in climate change. And if we do not act, the ocean will always win the battle over coastal erosion.
Local officials and community members agreed something must be done to preserve the pier, which has been the center of life in Pacifica for so many over the years. But city manager Sean Charpentier said the city doesn't have nearly the resources to do the job themselves. Even before the pier collapse, the structure was looking at previous damage that would take $20 million to repair.
And to put that into perspective, we are a full-service city, and we currently generate $18 million a year in property tax. So the need for federal and state assistance and leadership on this and funding is critical.
They were critical of the Trump administration canceling a $50 million federal grant that would have strengthened the entire seawall, including a new concrete barrier around the base of the pier. But the grant was canceled only a year ago, so it's unlikely any fix would have happened in time. Now, with the base of the pier dropping lower each day and the threat of king tides, city engineer Roland Yip says there is no telling what could happen if it should break off and topple into the sea.
According to our structural engineers who looked at the as-built from when it was constructed, there is a possibility that the displacement of this deck and how it falls down could potentially trigger a domino effect onto the remaining decks. So there is a potential that that can happen.
He says that's what the rocks are for, to deflect the pressure from the pounding surf. But the question remains, why was the base of the pier unprotected before this happened? On Sunday, residents Saul and Jeannie Villegas told me they were at the site a few weeks ago and saw an excavator taking boulders away from the base.
When you were seeing this, what was your impression of what they were doing?
They were removing those giant boulders from the base of their pier. And that's where the excavator was taking all these big boulders out of there.
The city manager denies this, saying the last time work was done was in January. And that was confirmed by Eric Jacobson. He's a well-known fixture in town and took pictures of excavation happening on January 30th. But he says they didn't appear to be protecting the pier itself.
It wasn't really short around the pier, it was short along the seawall. Yeah.
Okay, so there were no rocks placed by the pier?
Just uncovered and moved.
Okay, all right.
Uncovered and moved. That they did not bring any rocks down, any extra rocks.
Yip says the pier's concrete base had been tested and they had no reason to believe it was about to fail. But one look at the corroded metal around the base left Jacobson thinking, at the very least, that should have been replaced over the years.
So that's something that they probably could have done that we've all seen deteriorate right where it's cracked. But Mother Nature rules. She always wins. Always.
The question now is, will the Pacifica Pier just be surrendered to Mother Nature, or can they find the will and the money to continue the fight?
A federal judge has ordered the federal money known as BRIC grant can be restored, but with the pier in such a perilous condition, it's unlikely that would come in time to help. Liccardo is now joining others in requesting an emergency disaster declaration to provide faster relief.